was a wilderness, despite what people say. There never was a wilderness, despite the games they played. There never was a wilderness, despite what people say. This land was always cared for.
My great-grandfather, Thomas Henry Coe Sr., he was born on the east side of Lake Cowal and lived there for many, many years. I'm a traditional owner of Lake Cowal. I will fight to the bitter end. I'm prepared to die for the cause of protecting our sacred site. In the bottom of the bed of Lake Cowal, they are markers which mark special places like burial sites or ceremonial sites, and those marked trees are living symbols to the Wiradjuri. If the mine happens to get up and running, they will be cut down. The Section 87 permit is to collect, salvage and excavate, and the Section 90 is a consent to destroy. Can you imagine the National Parks and Wildlife or the Director General can issue a consent to destroy our artefacts? And some of the artefacts are older, very old. They're older than the pyramids of Egypt.
This is the heartland for the family. And when I found out about what was happening, it was like there was no choice. Once you knew, you just had to protect it. And also talked to your mother, and she was adamant the lake mustn't be destroyed. So we had to find people who would help us stop it. And we'd heard of a gold mine being stopped on the north coast of New South Wales.
It's the one thing they've done over us.
We, the traditional owners of the Lake Cowal area, we own the artefacts. The artefacts were handed down. We inherited the artefacts. They belong to us. And the artefacts are meant to stay where they are. That's where they were left by our old people, and that's where they meant to remain.
And the lake is like a focus for the people. So when it's full and the birds migrate in from China and Japan and other parts of Australia, and thousands and thousands of birds come in to breed and feed. And so Auntie Flora said to me, she said, Ellie, we can't let them have the lot.
When I speak to people about the Section 90 permit, a consent to destroy, they say, you know, how could this man do that? When the artefacts, they do not belong to the Crown. Barrick Gold is a foreign company. They're situated in Toronto, in Canada. They are not on the stock exchange here in Australia. Any wealth that they get from this country will go overseas.
And Wiradjuri, as you know, is this big chunk of country. Takes in some of the Murray, all of the Murrumbidgee and the Lachlan. And Lake Cowal is here between the Murrumbidgee and the Lachlan. And now they want to put a cyanide leaching gold mine right here, which means they'd bring in 6,000 tonnes of cyanide a year.
The one-man system don't know when they take the Aboriginal people away and steal them. They take their tradition and their culture, their heart, their spirit, their soul. It is not in Western society, but inside, deep inside. And it takes people like us to come together to deliver a message. Go on, Barracks!
To have a law that can destroy one people's culture for the benefit of another people's culture, and there's no right of appeal. When that consent to destroy is issued, not even the Minister for Environment can revoke it. And you can't be more racist than that.
Barrick Gold, don't desecrate our dreaming place, don't mine our sacred site. Now, I've said this to you many times. Now, Barrick Gold, can you hear me? Do you know what I mean? Don't desecrate our dreaming place. Don't mine our sacred site. Okay, Barrick?
Hi, I am Nolan, the Sandman.
Written up the valley, written up the tracks. the blacks, written